Hey guys, welcome back to Burnout's Hot Rod Shop. On this episode, we're looking at an auction haul that I got from one of the auctioneers I deal with quite a bit, Randy Williams Auctions. He is in Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania now. This I think was his last on-site pickup auction for the Wind Gap location, which is in the Marketplace 316, the same place where my booth is. So he's one of the guys that I buy stuff from quite often. Really good guy. He also does live auctions. He does some auctions you have to pick up on site. Actually, there's one of those that closes tonight. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I win some of the stuff there. Got well, I can tell you because it's already sold, so you can't go in and outbid me. There's a Proto toolbox that right now I'm the high bidder at $17. So it's a Craftsman base and then a Proto center section and a Proto top box. So hopefully I can win that. And then there's a couple other little pieces of tools in there as well. If I get it, you'll see it. If not, yeah, I didn't get it. So I guess we'll have to find out together. But this is a pick from one of his auctions he had. It was, I think, the only lot of tools he had. It went for $15. And there's some really cool stuff in here. There was a couple pieces I was trying to get specifically. And I saw a Proto wrench. And I saw this tap and die set you'll see. So everything else on top of it was kind of a bonus for me. So it was a fun one. Check it out. I think you'll like it. I know I do. Okay, so now we'll look at the first half of this $15 lot. So I got this from the auction guy who I think this week is the last week he'll be at our flea market. I think his next week it's an on-site auction. It actually ends this coming Monday. And then the next auction after that, he'll be at his new location in Penn Argyl. So this is, like I say, the first half. There's also a box of wrenches. This actually over here will go last on this section. That's what I was looking at when I bought the whole thing. So we'll start off with this blue box. All of this stuff, minus this kit, was in this blue box. It's got some type of little handle on it to pull it out. It's a locking box. Luckily it's unlocked and it's a push button. But when we open it up, you see there are all kinds of drill bits, masonry bits, and some generic Allen wrenches in there. I won't go through all these, but suffice it to say they will end up in my generic drill bit drawer. That's way more than $15 worth of drill bits, if nothing else. Up here, we've got 6 chuck keys. One of them is kind of the cheap style. The rest are these nice ones. Can never have too many chuck keys, right? This is an ohm tester, but it's missing the end cap. You'd put a battery in there. I'm guessing the end cap would have like a light or something on it. I'm not 100% sure. The only reason I know it's an ohm tester, it's plastic, it's whatever. But the only reason I know it's an ohm tester is because, not that you might not be able to see it very well. But yeah, I bumped the camera, so it's shaking. It's used for ohms only. Nice little set of tweezers. These will come in handy around the shop. Next, we've got this Stanley. It's a number 58-011 USA. It's a self-centering nail set. Still in really nice shape. That'll come in handy. Next, we've got this nail set, which is MFC Company, New Haven, Connecticut. Still in nice shape. And then we've got this punch. It's a 1/32 No other naming or branding on it anywhere, but it's in really nice shape as well. Just a hair of a little mushroom head, but nothing major. We got this tap handle, generic, no branding on it. And then a tap. We've got this set of dies. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 dies. Those are all made in Japan, and they're the hexagon shaped ones. And then we've got another set. These are all SAE. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And these are all round. And some of them, I'm not sure if this is one or not. It's hard to see, but they do say Napa on them in Japan. And we got a handle for the round ones. And it is a general 1 inch and made in USA. But it does fit the round style. And I've got an older one of the Craftsman silver and red boxes I'm putting together. And these stupid tap and die sets are expensive. Finding them on eBay and stuff. It's not complete. It's missing the second tray. It's got all the taps except for the small one, the smallest one. It's missing the smaller tap handle. It does have the thread gauge, pitch gauge. It does have, and usually these are what's missing. It does have the tiny little Craftsman screwdriver. And it has all the dies, 14 dies, which I think is all the dies that came in the kit. So it's really just missing the die handle, this tap handle, and that small, I forget the size of that, but the smallest tap. So I should be able to find those. I think I may actually have the die handle, and I may have the small tap handle. I'll have to look. I may have this size, just not in Craftsman. But this is the reason I bought it. Everything that was in here is in really good shape. It's just missing those couple of pieces. It is not quite the badging I was looking for. So this is the 1977 in through the early 80s decal. They make the same kit in gray with the Crown logo sticker. That's the one I was looking for, just to go with the gray and red box. But this will go just fine in the gray and red box. Everything I've got in there right now is Flying V. And that'll go fine in there. So that's the first half. Let me get the wrenches out and we'll look at those. Okay, so let's move on to the tub of wrenches. I did already pull out a handful, maybe 10 made in China, made in Taiwan wrenches, put them in my dollar box. Didn't really see a reason to go over those with you guys. Kind of like this guy. This is for putting plugs in tires. I've got a bunch of those. And I figured I'd show you this real quick. Another chuck key. There were these 2 boxes of Swingline standard staples. So this is one here. And this is the older style with the little drawers that slide out. These may have to go in the house with my red Swingline stapler, just because they're cool old school boxes. And they're full of staples. Next are these cutters. I don't see any branding on them, but they are nice and tight. Some nicks in the blade, so those will probably end up in my dollar bin as well. And we'll get into the stuff that actually had a name on it. So this, you can just kind of make out Barkalow 7/16, 3/8 double open. Here we've got, flip it over so we can read it, a Made in USA True Fit. And it looks like it's a 3/8, 7/16, 12-point double box. Definitely seen better days. Next is a 5/16, no, 9/16 and 5/8 manifold and starter wrench. This one has had a lot of wear. We can see the end of Buffalo there, USA. So that's a Barcelo Buffalo. The wrench itself's in good shape. I don't know if someone just ground that down to help it clear or what. But we'll put that in with the Barcelo Buffalo stuff that I've got. Next is this Bonnie double open. It is a number 1727, which is a 3/8, and that's the larger 3/8. So this is definitely an older wrench. And 7/16. So it's probably a 1/2 by 9/16 if you look at today's standard convention. Then we've got this Hamasa 6-inch adjustable wrench. Nice and smooth. It is the older screw type, so I can take it out and clean it up a little bit. Drop forged. And we can see that it's made in Spain. Spain makes really nice adjustable wrenches. You can see it just doesn't quite come together fully, but I can try to get that cleaned up and see how it works. Next is this double box, which is a 3/4 number 914 by 25/32. Made in USA. This is a 3/4 combination wrench, 12-point, just made in USA. And here's a wrench that looks very similar, but it's marked with Sears. And it's a 9/16 by 1/2, 12-point double box, forged in USA. And some owner marks. I've got this refrigeration ratchet. It is a made in USA. And it's a Walden. Now this one is tight, but it does turn. But we can get that apart and clean it up. Next is this double box. Made in USA, 7/16 by 3/8, double line V. And of course, that's a Craftsman. Really nice shape on that one. This is a double open, 1/4 by 5/16 Craftsman. Forged in USA. This is that style that, although it's a single line with a V, it's the era of the double line. Just with these smaller sizes, they just did that single line through. And on Craftsman, the easiest way to tell these is the Craftsman is more, I don't know, has that modern 50s, 60s modern look to me. Here's another one in that style. Forged in USA with that single line V. And that one's real crusty, but I think it'll clean up. Here we've got a chisel. The edge doesn't look too bad. It's been reprofiled at least once. It's got a really blunt profile to it. It's new enough that it is a wear safety glasses, 1/2-inch punch, but it is a Craftsman, and it is Western Forge. Here we've got a ratcheting wrench, 1/2-inch by 9/16. 1/2-inch side is a little kludgy at best. I might be able to clean that up. If not, it will just go in my Dunlop box with my other Dunlop stuff. Next is this guy. That's an Underline C Craftsman Vanadium, forged in USA. The wrench number is 1033C. See, it's missing a lot of the chrome, but we should be able to blend that out. This one I do not see the CI marking or anything like that in it. But it is a 19/32, right? No, 15/16 by 1 inch. Always pick up those Underline C vanadiums. Anything that old, I pick it up, I go through it. Next is a really nice shaped double open Proto, number 3045, 1 inch by 15/16, so the same size as the Craftsman, but longer. Not a professional, but that's okay. I don't discriminate. Next out of that box is this 15mm Matco ratcheting wrench. Still in really nice shape. I did look these up on eBay, and they go for, the sold ones I'm seeing are $35 to $40 for this one wrench. And then last, certainly not least, we have a snap-on. Little bit of surface rust there, but nothing major. Same with on that side. This one is the OEX M100 USA. And that makes it a 10mm with a 12 point. So these, with a little bit of cleanup, go for right around $30 to $35 on looking at sold items on eBay. Again, in my store, I don't do eBay prices. I do roughly half of eBay prices, just depending on what it is. So if you see these sitting in my booth, will probably be $15 a piece or so. So these would be $30. And that will more than pay for everything that I bought. And that's kind of why I do this, guys. I like to turn around and flip this stuff and make enough money that I can go buy more. Not looking to get rich, just looking to enjoy the hobby. So what you guys think? Did I do good? The Craftsman Tap and Die set, specifically, I have a purpose for that, and that's really what I was going after. I see a Proto wrench, I like to pick those up too. So that double open Proto was something I was like, yeah, that's just an extra bonus if I can get it with the Tap and Die set, and then we'll see what the other wrenches are. So to find that Matco ratcheting, to find that that snap-on 10mm, that was like icing on top of the cake right there. I don't really collect the Matco stuff. I've got Matco sockets, Matco wrenches. I've got a few stragglers here and there. Ironically, I think that makes my third Matco ratcheting wrench. So I've got more of those than anything else. So those will probably end up either on eBay or in my booth. So, hope you guys like that. What was your favorite thing? Remember, guys, I'm burnout. I love you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.